You have anything to ask? Any question, Karen?
For now, no, Swami.
If you have nothing to ask, then what I will talk.
Okay. Okay. I have one
Mm.
question now, Swami.
Mm-hmm.
Because of Swami's guidance and help and all these years, I have
Mm.
came out from depression, and I
Mm.
realized the importance of meditation and how meditation has transformed me. It was actually
Mm.
quite magical because to me, dynamic was a very hard meditation to do, but I felt,
Mm.
I don't know, somehow when Swami asked me to do it and we were just knowing each other in the beginning, I would listen to you. You ask me to do, I did for 6 months
Mm.
consistently every day. But
Mm.
I personally felt that okay, meditation is really really helpful and it has transformed me and it has changed my life. It has brought a lot of happiness, joy, positivity, and wisdom and light in me. And however, for myself, I somehow force myself to do it. And meditation, like dynamic, is really, really very powerful and very good. But it may actually not everybody like those that without willpower, they may avoid it because it's not comfortable. So my question is that is it good if we able to find a way to make people actually like meditation and do it, or is it better for them to develop the willpower, because if they like it then they don't develop the willpower. So my question that if we make meditation something that is more appealing to more people, is it a good thing or it will just make them not develop that kind of willpower and sincerity?
What was the last line you said?
um
It will not.
it will not, if we make meditation like so comfortable for people, they will do it because it's comfortable for them. That means they never develop the sincerity, the willpower, and the discipline. But it will make more people able to meditate, Swami.
Why you are interested in more people?
Because of how meditation has given so much to me, I feel that if more people can know meditation, can become more conscious, raise their own level of consciousness, I think we can really create a more positive world, Swami.
This is all part of your dream. If your own problems are gone, if it is solved, then you can play any game. That is called Lila. But when we are talking about what you said, more people, what?
Able to meditate.
What more you said about people?
I say that if we, but however, if we make the meditation so comfortable that more people can do it, they don't develop the discipline, the sincerity, and the willpower.
No, no. When if we means what? Who
We
is
means
this we?
Swami, me, we, Swami. Ha.
This is a very Western disease. Spirituality is not something social or political or social service. But when we are very much conditioned and programmed by the Western way, then we become confused. Then spirituality is for mature people, people who are for whom this world has become just like dream. They are fed up of living in an unconscious, programmed, conditioned way, moving in a vicious circle, repeating the same thing again and again and again. So this when you are not able to tolerate yourself, then you want to just to avoid your inner restlessness, you want to take it to other people. We will create a better world, we will create more conscious world. These are all just why you want to help anyone, or why you want what you were saying to help what you were saying,
More people,
what more people.
like people who are suffering, struggling.
You think you are not suffering, you are suffering, you are your division, your schizophrenia is such that one day if your life is all right, then you think your life has become all right. Next day you may be in the same hell as others are. Until and unless you have solved your own problem, you are not even able to meditate yourself for even 1 hour a day. Why you are not meditating these days? Why?
I think I was too tired, Swami.
Too tired is just an excuse. If you are too tired, then how you are going to college? You are doing that. But when it is question of meditation, then all these excuses come. And whatever you were saying about that you went to madhouse because you were doing art of living meditation and you were perhaps too ambitious, you were doing Buddhist meditation. Because of that, it happened. The madness was already there inside. Your too much ambitiousness was already there within you. It was part of you. Maybe those things make it more speedy. Whatever was hiding within you came out. Because you found a way to express your ambitiousness. Maybe you desire to be enlightened. What you were desiring? When you were doing Buddhist meditation, what?
I think at that time it was enlightenment.
Enlightenment, what you were doing for enlightenment? How much hours you were meditating?
It started off, I was at a meditation camp. We basically wake up very early, like maybe 4 a.m.
For how many days?
7 days.
7 days, and you want to be enlightened. 7 days in Tibet, like 7 years in Tibet. 7 years, 7 days in enlightenment. Huh? 7 days it takes to be enlightened. Instant coffee.
Yeah.
Is this ambitiousness, or this is a person who is not ready to pay the price, is desiring too much? The person has no discipline. The person is not interested to give his totality in something in 7 days. So for 7 days, what you were doing there?
We just basically meditate every day.
Now, what you said, from what time to what time?
I can't remember. It was probably as early as 3 4 a.m.
So how you 3 4 a.m.
Yes, we wake up very early. It was a monk's
So you
life.
went to the madhouse when?
That one madhouse was more than 10 years later. That one was I was after Art of Living.
After art of living means what? After you started after you started art of living meditation, Sudarshan Kriya.
Ah.
So after how many days, or how many
I think
what?
I don't remember how many days, but it was 1 week after I came back from advanced course.
So what happened after you came back?
Okay, before I went for the advanced course, I think I stopped my medication for about 1 month. Before I went, I started to hear voices, which was the reason.
You were on medication even at that time. So you were already mad. For what you were taking medication? There was some mental problem.
Yes.
So how you are blaming art of living for that?
I'm not saying it was particularly that,
No,
but probably
you have said it so many times that it is after you did this art of meditation, then you went to madhouse. You were already taking medication, so how you are blaming it?
No, I was taking medication, but I never had such a serious episode.
No, what serious? You were listening voices and all those things.
I not only listened voices, I lost consciousness.
You lost consciousness, so what has art of living to do with it? It can make you more conscious. How can it help you to be?
Yeah, I guess it was my condition, and I kind of felt that it was the garbage.
It is what?
The garbage all came out at the same time, I felt.
I'm saying that when you are saying these things, and you are saying again that you are dying, your pulse rate is so low. You were saying just 2-3 days back, you will not wake up tomorrow, you will die. So somewhere inside there is a fear of meditation. So you want to put all blame on meditation. You will be doing all kind of bullshit things, all kind of garbage things you will be doing. Those things are not to be blamed. You are eating so many, you are killing so many animals and you are eating them. They will not lead you towards meditation. You are doing diametrically opposite things. You are meditating, you are eating pork. You are meditating, you are eating beef. On the one hand, you want to reach to the Everest. On the other hand, you want to sink to the valley. So then that will create havoc in your life. Maybe that's why Sri Ravi Shankar didn't give you much attention, because he saw the shit, bullshit, big bullshit, very big bullshit is sitting in front of him. So he thought, what is the point? You just see how your mind is. You are blaming something for your madness, which has taken so many people out of madness. That shows somewhere your mind is against meditation. You want to go back to your old stupidity. You want to again begin eating pork and eating all those things. Somewhere the desire is there. Because to fall down is always easy. Water always chooses the lower path, the path of least resistance. So you want to go back somewhere. The desire is there. Meditation is arduous. It is tough. It requires your totality. It is a great discipline. It is very arduous. It is an uphill task. It is only for daredevils. It is not for idiots. Anyone can wear Osho's mala and say, Osho, Osho. That will not take anyone to enlightenment. It is walking on the edge of the razor. It requires your 100%. Those who are just meditating as a fashion, it is better they give it up. If you have not understood that whatever life you were living before was all bullshit, it was even worse than animals. It was even worse than trees. Being a human being, you have no sense of dignity. Where there is so much possibility, you are living the lowest kind of life, just feeling fulfilled, eating beef, eating pork, going to movie, eating chips, being fucked, or fucking someone. I was talking to Bhupendra that there was one, I was hearing his interview. There was one ISKCON sannyasin. Someone was taking his interview. He was from Brazil, this sannyasin. So he said that now you are living this kind of life where there is no excitement, where there is no woman, no wine, no wealth. He said, I just don't want even you to use smartphone. I am using the most basic mobile. I don't want to have any contact, anything like that, because these things disturbs. So he asked that what was your life before? Have you known all? He said, for me, money was just like paper. I had so much money. He said, how many women you have known? He said, 300, 400 I have lived with. So he said, he was a little startled. He said that this is how Western life is. They are living the life of an animal. So it is normal for these countries living with 300 women or. So when you are falling down, you can go to any extent. But when one has not understood thing well, whatever journey you have chosen, whatever path you have chosen, if you have not understood, if you are not fed up of your past life, then you will have attraction again and again to go back to the same stupidity. Because you have not completed even that, mate. And that can never be completed because you have been doing the same thing for hundreds of lives. But unconsciousness will never end on its own until and unless you become conscious. You will go on repeating the same thing. That's why I was telling you, many of our scriptures like Brahma Sutra and Bhakti Sutra, they begin Athato Brahma Jigyasa, Athato Bhakti Jigyasa. That means now the search for the ultimate truth begins. Now the path of devotion begins. So Osho has asked why they are saying now. Because the scriptures is beginning with this very sutra. Why they are saying now? That means something was before. So what they're saying that all those things are now over, finished. I have come to the end of the road. I have realized this. There is nothing in that. So now this path of bhakti begins. This path of the search for the ultimate truth begins. The old bridge I have given up. So if you entered into the madhouse, I was just hearing Osho in the morning. He was talking about his friend. He became mad and he went to the madhouse. And there in his madness, he drank not acid or something. What was he saying? Something which you clean the toilet. I'm forgetting what it is called. So it was white. He thought it is milk. So he drank about one bucket full of it. He was mad, so he drank it. And then he had diarrhea for maybe 15 days, 1 month, continuous diarrhea. Then it cleaned everything. His whole system was cleaned. And all the heat that was inside was gone. And his madness was over. Because your madness is because you are eating pork, you are eating beef. So you will become mad. You think you are doing something great. You are eating things which are not meant for you. Human beings are not meant to eat all those things. That's why they have become human beings. Otherwise, you would have remained animals. Animal cannot discriminate, cannot choose, but they don't eat any other things. Mostly they will eat only things which is meant for them. Because they are not going against nature. Human being can eat anything. They have the choice. But you have been given intelligence. You have been given the power of Vivek. You can realize which is good for you and which is bad for you. But we are only interested in taste. Whatever gives us pleasure, we fall for that. So maybe because of you had so much of heat inside, and because of because of art of living's meditation and all those Buddhist meditation, it started overflowing all those things. So whatever was hidden inside, it came out. You vomited all those things. So you should, instead of thanking these things, you are maybe sometime Buddhist meditation may, if you have too much of catharsis hiding within you, may prove to be bad. But Sudarshan Kriya is if you are not too greedy, too ambitious, then I don't think even an advanced course will do anything like that. It doesn't happen to anyone else. Why it happened to you? So something was wrong with you. But you were bound to go to madhouse once. So again the same kind of fear is coming, or what? That meditation may, then why you were saying all those things? Your pulse rate is so low, you are dying, and you will.
Okay,
and you are not meditating also for many days almost.
For those days that happened to me, I felt I was dying. After that, I realized the problem was my body had too high potassium.
Mm.
And the reason was because I had been taking electrolyte drink every day. Because there was one period I was so tired, I don't know what was the cause. And when I drank that, I felt better. So I continued taking, but I shouldn't be taking for long period because it made the potassium level too high spiking and it causes other problem. So that time,
Why don't you take those things in natural form? Like you should take
yes.
drink coconut milk.
Yes, yes.
Mm.
Yeah. So I stopped taking the electrolyte drink, I get better. I don't feel like that anymore.
You're not even listening properly. That's why you go on repeating the same stupidity again and again. I said you should, if you think you have less of potassium, you should drink coconut milk.
Coconut drink or coconut milk? Coconut water or coconut milk?
What is the difference?
Coconut milk is white in color. Coconut water is transparent.
No, you are not drinking fresh, you are drinking in a bottle or what?
Fresh one is coconut water.
So, how it becomes coconut milk?
Coconut milk is if you take the old coconut, the one where the outside is brown in color and dry, then you take the inside and you make it like into very small pieces, and then you put water, you squeeze the water.
I was talking about coconut water.
Water, yes, you were talking about water, yes.
I think it has sodium, potassium, and all those things. So,
Yes.
mm. So you should meditate today.
Yes, I will. That's why
What happened?
that's
What happened to you, Nadbram?
I will do it tonight. I already decided that I will not skip.
Mm. What about the video?
Video, I don't want to skip meditation today, so I will do meditation first and I will see the time after that.
This is also good excuse not
Not
to
an
make video,
excuse,
huh?
I cannot skip meditation anymore, so me, I skip too much.
You were going to skip, I think, even today if I had
No.
not given you a big
No,
good beating.
before you told me, I already decided. I will not skip today. I decided already.
Mm.
So me.
Mm. So what happened to your madness?
Madness.
Your breathlessness.
Oh, breathlessness. That one, when I stop taking the electrolyte, when my potassium level come down, it gets better. So it was because of too much potassium, Swami.
Mm-hmm.